I started working with rootless voicings, rootless arpeggios, and that's when this thing really started to sound jazzy to me. So let me give you an example of that for that E. Um, this is an E minor 9. It has no root in it. Often when I'm by myself, I might just play the root and then let go of it and play the voicing. So here's the A root, and then an A13, and then a D root with a D major 6/9. So without the roots, it sounds like this. Now that's starting on this E minor 9 with a 3 on the bass. If you put a 7 on the bass, and then the A dominant 9 to D major 7 and major 6. So these rootless voicings, that really started coming alive for me. Also minor 2/5s. So we start off with an E minor 7 flat 5 to an A dominant 7 sharp 5, and then a D minor 6/9. I'll play the roots. Listen to it without the roots. And there's no flat 5 in this, but it's implied, and certainly if I was playing with other musicians, I think they would be filling in around me. Also, I can start with the 7 on the bass. So I'm practicing 2/5s around the cycle. So for the key of C, the 2/5 of course is a D minor going to a G dominant. So you'll hear this. And then I just won't even go to the 1. So I'm just doing 2/5s for different keys. So here's for the key of C. Got a D to a G. Then when I go to the key of F, I've got a G minor to a C dominant. And when I go to B flat, I have a C minor to an F dominant. And I'm going to practice all my 2/5s. I'm doing everything all around the cycle. Modal fragments, scales. I mean, look at the main 3 scales the way I think of it. You've got major, you've got ascending melodic minor or jazz minor, and you've got harmonic minor. And you've got modes for each one of these. You've got modes of melodic minor, you've got modes of harmonic minor. And I want to be able to play any scale, any mode, any part of any of those, wherever my hand needs to be or happens to be. Let's just look at these rootless arpeggios. So for a D major 7, I'm going to play an arpeggio that has no D in it. So I'll start on the 9, and then the 3, the 5, and the 7. So here's the chord, D major 7. And I learned these rootless arpeggios. They're the real pretty notes, you know, that when you're making stuff up, you can really push these notes. Here is the next inversion of a rootless, starting up here at F sharp. I can start up here in A. or I can start at C sharp. So for each type of 7 chord, there's all these. So for my minor, right, or dominant, I'm taking the key of D and I'm trying to just learn all kinds of stuff in the key of D, and then I'm practicing that around the cycle. I want to be able to play songs around the cycle. So listen now a little bit. Tritone substitutions. And I just love when all this starts to come together, and it's not quite there, but it's coming together. And for instance, let's think in the key of D minor, doing a minor 2-5. So I've got my E minor 7 flat 5 to an A sharp 5 flat 9, back to that D. But in my E minor 7 flat 5, I have no flat 5. I mean, I can put it in there if I want. In my A sharp 5 flat 9, I don't have a flat 9 in that voicing, but I can put it in there if I want to. And then there's all the scales and modes that fit, and the arpeggios that fit. For me, learning the rootless arpeggios all around the cycle for every inversion of every type of chord, that's like constellations for me all over this fingerboard, and I'm starting to attach everything to that. And no matter where I'm at, I've got ideas about what I can play.